Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Now we're covering another Honda news, and they released their what is it? The April sales. What is it? April sales limited by supply chains. Sure, that's understandable. We all know that we're still in a pandemic, even though everybody out here thinking like it's all normal and nothing's going on. We still have COVID, so that's one of the main driving force. And the fact that Russia and Ukraine war does not help at all with the supply issues. So certain things that we rely on that comes from that country is therefore no longer usable. So that's definitely going to affect these big companies that need certain parts from certain areas. And I'm sure Honda was getting some parts from Russia. I don't know. This is just me speculating here, but everybody uses each other. You know what I mean? So there's certain resources that we need or that we get from Russia that we no longer get. So therefore, we are going to be penalized for that product because then we have to pay higher prices if they have to go get it somewhere else. So let's go ahead and talk about this real quick, and then why the sales affecting Honda that way, but it's also affecting the used car market. The price of used cars have rocketed to a crazy amount. Really, really crazy. Like it's freaking insane, man. There's a SI available and it's selling for almost 40 grand. That is absolutely ludicrous. That's so these are the oof their sales figure, and you can see it's very dismal. Like it's little because they're used to moving a lot more units, but unfortunately, semiconductors and just shortages of supplies in general is causing them to, not sell a lot of said vehicles. American Honda April sales top 93,000 units. Despite difficulty supply constraint, HRV scored a 15th straight monthly sales record with the sales of 13,785 units. Honda passenger car sales top 30,000 units despite inventory issues. Accord Hybrid sets new April sales record 3,928 as demand for Honda electrified vehicle remains strong. It is strong, but it's so unfortunate to see that Honda still hasn't gone electric, at least in the States. They are testing it out there in Europe with the Honda E. That is their fully electric car that they have there. I think we also had a fully electric Honda Fit, but I think that just disappeared for some reason. Honda's, um, when it comes to electrified, they don't do very well as the fuel cell vehicle. It did not sell very well, so they just discontinued it. I think it was the Clarity, but all their other hybrid vehicles has been doing extremely well now because of pandemic. Um, Especially knowing Honda's history and reliability and all that stuff really does help carry the load for it. Acura posts sales nearing 11,000 units in April. Acura SUVs top 7,500 in April sales based on strong performance of the MDX flagship. Acura sedans post best month of 2022 with TLX sales nearing 2,000 units. And another thing that I'm going to say here, um, these sales figure could be a lot better if the dealership weren't playing all these games. You know what I mean? If they were not playing these games and they were actually setting their prices pretty fair, um, then they would have been like, I think the sales record would have been a lot higher because there's certain dealerships that are holding on to vehicles hoping that they can get the most amount of money for them. And that's understandable. You are a business. The whole point of you being in business is to make money. I get that, but not the expense of your consumers or people that want to come to you with their business. So therefore you're losing out on long term consumers or customers because you want to make a quick buck right now, and I totally do not agree with that. But anyway, so these are just the sales record. Honda has been streamlining their I want to say like production because they got rid of the Insight maybe it wasn't selling as good, even though electric vehicles, are pretty hot right now, as well as hybrid vehicles are pretty high right now. But the fact that, they're coming out with the Honda Civic hybrid, it makes no sense to have the Insight because the Insight isn't a fully electric vehicle, it's a hybrid. So it doesn't make sense for it to have both. So it makes sense for them to get rid of the Insight. And then they also got rid of um, the coupe, the coupe SI. Those are also eliminated. So they've been trying to streamline these sales so they can, obviously make more of what people really want. And what people want are crossovers. The numbers does not lie. Okay. So these are just pretty much breakdowns. So if you want to go see it yourself, the link is going to be in the description if you want to go check it out. Some numbers. So anyway, this is just the used car market right now. And this is for 2022 Civic. This isn't even SI. I don't even know if I can look at the SI. But last time I looked at the SI on here, I think it was, what was it? I think it was like $36,000 for the SI. But let me see if I can find another one from like Cars.com or something. So here we go. This is all of the United States. I selected all of it. All the SIs that are for sale right now. $32,000. That's not a bad price comparing to this price right here. 37,000. You're looking at Type R money, and this is a fair deal. Get the hell out of here. Something about that is fair deal. Fair deal. Well, for the miles, I guess it's not so bad. I guess with 311 miles, 38,900, 36,500, 35,500. This is Type R money because the SI retails for what, 29,000, 28, 29,000. So you're looking at about $32,000 out the door, give or take, minus, it may be more, maybe 34,000 with licensing and fees, etc. And they want 35,000, 34,000. Now this one's barely used. This is pretty much like new. Damn, why even bother? So if you buy one of these right here, used, you're looking at almost 40 grand for SI. Ah, the only one that's decently priced is this one right here in South Florida. It is out. I mean, it's not crazy compared to all the other ones, but 32,000, one owner. I think it's a decent deal, but I still wouldn't buy it. At that point, you might as well try to find yourself a brand new one with a little bit of a markup. Unfortunately, um, get out of here, ad. But the used car market, obviously, it's filled up by new car purchases. So if people aren't buying new cars, they're not trading in their old ones because they can't get a fair deal or whatever their price is, or whatever that might cause, you know whatever that's available, because there's not a lot available, especially when it comes to brand new cars. Um, with this price, you might as well try to find yourself in a brand new SI and just paying the premium, a little 3,000 for accessories or whatever. Just not egregious like 5,000 and over. And if you are able to find that one dealership that will sell you for MSRP, you want to hold on to those. Those are the one we gotta keep a hold of or know of, so then we can know where to go to when this whole pandemic thing ends and everything settles down. We know exactly where to go. All right, so anyway, as always, give it a like if you enjoy the content and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you have a very blessed day.